welcome back and thanks for watching. Today we have a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing, which is super fresh and is like an introduction to spring and summertime, playing with just a little bit of color in the inner corners of the eyes. What I'm mostly excited about this video is that I am trying out quite a few new products that I really have been dying to try out, and all of them are really affordable products. So if you guys want to see what products I am trying out today and also how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Unfortunately, it won't be a full face first impression. I just picked up a few products at the drugstore the other day and some online. Really just because I was picking up some prescription for my son Dylan, who recently got a little surgery, and but he's doing well, thank goodness. I really didn't get a chance to pick up as many products as I really wanted, but we have a few. All of them are actually products that I really wanted to try for a long time, so that is a plus. I am super excited. And yeah, for the primer I am going to be using an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever. It's the Step 1 Equalizer Skin Equalizer, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face. You guys know that I love priming. To correct my under eyes, I'm going to be using my Ben Eye Media Pro SK2 highlighting wheel. This is an oldie but a goodie, one that I definitely recommend for your under eyes if you have the same issue that I have. And I really only mix this one and this one right here. For foundation, I'm going to be trying the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation Fondant in the color Caramel, and hopefully this is the right shade for me. It looks like a pretty good match, but yeah, let's go ahead and try that. And I'm going to be using the Eco 2 Perfecting Blender to blend that in. So I'm going to go and wet these and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we have the foundation. It has one of those little spatula types of applicators, which I am actually into because it makes it easy for you to just apply it right into the skin. See, you could just apply it right in. It makes it super easy. Hopefully I'm not applying too much. It looks like a pretty good match so far. So here's the Eco 2 sponge. It grew a lot once I wetted and I dampened it and just squeezed it under the water. So that is a good first impression, because typically if you notice that they don't grow at all once you wet it, then that's not a good thing. A little more stiff than a beauty blender, but so far so good. And let's just get to bouncing into the skin. Alright, so far so good. It is a little bit more stiff than the beauty blender, and you can see that it is absorbing a little bit of product, but the beauty blender, which is $20, does the same thing, and this one was $2 for I believe $10. Do not mind it taking a little bit of product because I don't like to have cake face, and I feel like beauty blenders prevent that a lot. Oh, and by the way, the foundation, I even forgot I was trying out a new foundation. Foundation so far is beautiful. I really like the finish. It looks natural. It's not, like, you can see it has a little bit of dewiness to it, but not a lot. Like, it's, I want to say, a natural finish, and I want to say it is kind of like a full coverage once you go in with 2 layers, but you can get away with just applying one thin layer and it will be like medium coverage. So far I am obsessed. I'm really loving the foundation. Let's see how it lasts throughout the day. And like I said, the color match was perfect for me. And my brows off camera, if you want to see a full in-depth on how I do my brows, I have a video on that. And my last video I went over like the mistakes and things like that. Dylan is right here next to me, for brows, and exactly the steps that I take to fill in my brows. But for right now, let me just prime my eyes. I'm going to be using my oldie but goodie Self Ochre Paint Pass from MAC. Dylan, what are you doing back there? He doesn't let me film. And yeah, I'm just going to use that to prime my lids. I didn't really get a chance to pick up a new palette or any new eyeshadows, to be honest. So I'm just going to be taking this MAC. This is the Eyeshadow 15 Warm Neutral palette, and I'm going to be taking this one right here. And with that, I'm just going to set my entire brow bone to lid space to make sure that the eyeshadows blend in really nice. For my transition, I'm going to be taking this powder. This is a C6 from MAC. Is from the Studio Fix powder. It's just a face powder, but I'm going to be using it as my transition because it's nice and warm yet very light, so it's going to do the job. And I didn't bring any other nice transitional shade here today, so this is going to work just fine. For my next transition, I'm going to be taking this warm brown right here from the same palette, and very lightly, just to give me a little bit more warmth, I'm going to be applying right underneath the first transitional shade. You always want to make sure that the original shade that you have on top actually peeks through, so you want to always go a little bit lower. I'm applying it from outer to inner corner like that, just a little lower than the original shade, right in the crease. So I'm holding the brush really straight so it can be right in there in the sucker line of the crease. Next, I'm gonna be taking this one right here, burgundy kind of color with a little bit of shimmer in it, but not too much. So I'm working it in little circular motions on the outer part of the crease. Once I feel that I worked most of the color on the outer part of the crease, then I bring it in slowly into the rest of the crease. And you guys already know the drill with dark eyeshadows. Just work your way in slowly. Don't pick up too much product at a time, because it can easily get out of control and then it's just too difficult to fix. Alright, so now that we have the crease color on, I kind of feel like cutting my crease. So I'm going to be testing out this new product, which I'm super excited about because I am a concealer junkie and it is so difficult for me. I just gave it away. I'm testing out concealer. Wet n Wild Concealer Corrector Photo Focus, and I got it in the tone medium tawny Moyendo Red. I am totally messing up that name, I know, but it's 842B. Can't wait to see how it works under the eyes, because I am definitely always looking for a good concealer, and lately, I don't know, like drugstore concealers are not giving it to me. So I've been spending a lot of money on concealer, so if I'm able to find one that I can use and works good on the drugstore, I'm gonna be so happy. So on the lid, I'm gonna get started with this color right here, which I think is Lemon Tart. It's like an army green, yellow. I don't know if that is Lemon Tart. What is that? Unwind. So I'm packing it on the outer part of the lid and then bringing it to the center. I also picked up a setting spray from Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus setting spray. I'm going to be trying it out first to set my face. But first, let's try it also to wet my brush and intensify that color a little bit more. So let's shake it. Shake, shake, shake. For the inner corners of the eyes, I'm going to be taking this super old Urban Decay palette. I do not even remember the name. Is it anywhere here? Nope. It's an oldie. And I'm going to be grabbing this shadow called Scratch from here, which is like a pinky champagne. Is it? I'm so bad with color, but it's like a pinky eyeshadow. And I love, love, love playing with colors in the inner corners of the eyes. It really gives you that fresh, summery, springtime look without being all there. I should have waited to do my under eyes for this first, but of course I forgot. So I'm just gonna put it in the upper part of my tear duct, bringing it in slowly to the inner corners of the lid. I want to define the crease a little bit more, so I'm going back in to the darkest two colors and a pencil brush. I'm going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. For false lashes, I'm going to be trying out the Queen Bee lashes from Coco Lashes, which I am super excited to try out because Katie is always talking about them. Katie from what's the name of her channel? Luster Locks, and I love her and she's always bragging about these lashes. So let's see what they are all about. They are super easy to apply and I really love them. They are super long, but yet they don't feel like super dramatic or heavy on the eyes. So now I like to take this little big tweezer that it's not even for the eyes, it's like a tool to fix your watches. It's David's. I found it and it just works perfect for this. So just pinching in the lashes so they can blend in with my natural lashes. Just to finish off the top portion of the eyes, I want to highlight the brow bone a little bit more, so I'm going to be mixing this one and this one, which is a little bit shimmery, and just applying that right on the brow bone. So now what I'm mostly excited about is to try out the concealer underneath my eyes to see if it's any good. So I'm just going to be applying that in a V shape to do the whole highlight. And again, I use the color medium, and hopefully it's a good match for me. It has a doe foot applicator, which I like. I did notice that you have to go into the product like 2 times if you want to go heavy-handed, so it doesn't pick up too much product at a time, which I don't mind. And I'm gonna be just lifting this eye here and cleaning that up. So I applied a lot. I'm also gonna use it to highlight. For this step, I want to use the other beauty blender, the other blender here, because it's a little bit smaller, so I think it will work out better on this area of the under eye. That's a really nice job. I like the fact that it has this straight line here, because it allows me to be very precise and like cut that there and get that lifted look. I still feel like I like more the purple ones from Real Techniques, the Miracle blenders. I don't know why. I think those are a little bit more soft than this one. This is more stiff, but I don't feel like it took too much product, even though you can kind of see it took a lot, but it's not. Like, I promise you, I don't feel like it took too much product. So I'm squeezing them both at the same time, and I can tell you that this one is definitely more softer than this one. This is like more stiff, so I do prefer this one from the two. I feel that it blended the foundation really well, so now I'm just going over the other areas to make sure that it blends everything nicely. But this is not bad. I mean, a duo for $9.99 is not bad at all. I think I really will be using this one a lot going forward. This one not so much. I probably stick to my little purple ones from Real Techniques. All right, the next product that I'm going to be trying out, and I'm super excited, is the RCMA No Color Powder. This powder has been so popular, so I have been dying to try it. The container that it comes in can be very messy, so what I did is I just took a little bit from it and I put it in this little thingy that I have here, and I'm just gonna grab it from here and apply it right underneath the eyes. I'm not gonna be setting my entire face because I really like the look and the finish of this foundation, so I don't want to ruin that. So I can see why people prefer this one more than the Laura Mercier. Well, I mean, first impression is because it looks very thin, and when I apply it underneath my eyes, I actually went in quite heavy and it doesn't cake up, like it doesn't look like it's drying me out or none of that. But to give it a fair chance, I'm actually going to bake with it and see if it reacts well. If it doesn't dry out too much, then this is going to be my go-to, and it's going to be the Miracle powder for me to set my under eyes. Just gonna let that bake there for a little bit, and then I'm gonna move on to contour. I felt like doing a little bit of cream contour today, so I'm gonna be using this little contour kit by Laura Mercier as well. No, not as well. I didn't use anything else from Laura Mercier today. I'm going nuts. To set the contour, I'm going to be grabbing my Laura Mercier translucent color in medium deep, and the reason why is because I don't want to make it too cakey, and this is a really nice product that actually just blends into the skin. It doesn't look cakey, and yeah, I'm going for that natural contour day today. And I'm also gonna bake right here just to see what this powder is all about. I don't usually do this, not very often at least, but I want to see how good is this powder. If it's gonna make me look cakey, what is it going to do for me? It says no color powder, but I do see that little white cast underneath my eyes, which I don't like too much. So what I'm gonna do to counteract that is I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me setting powder, which is kind of like the color of my skin tone or my color, and I'm just gonna go right over that to counteract a little bit of that white shadow. For now, I really like how everything looks. The under eye, what I can tell you about the concealer is that it's very nice, cover well, not super high coverage. So if you're looking for something majorly high coverage, this is not for you, but I think it's a very nice option for daily use or for once in a while. But I will be trying it out. It's not creasing right now. I will let you guys know how it goes throughout the day. So I went ahead and applied my mascara, and as I said before, I went over the inner corners of the eyes and just dragged the pink a little bit more on right underneath. And then for the waterline, I'm going nude. I don't want anything too crazy to close my eyes, so I'm using the Tarte inner rim liner, which is like a flush tone eyeliner for the waterline. For blush, also from Wet n Wild, I'm going to be using Pearlescent Pink. This one I have used in the past and I really like it, so I am just using it right now, but I have used it before. This is a very nice, affordable blusher. I really like it. For highlight, I'm trying out, finally, I am so late in this wagon, the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the color Precious Pearl. And I have been dying to pick this out, but I never had it at my local drugstores. And finally I found this, so let's try this out. Look how beautiful that is. It's a beautiful highlight. So let's just apply that on the high points of the face. Wow, it is beautiful. Alright, so now I'm gonna set the face, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting primer, setting spray. Oof. Definitely smells like alcohol a little bit, but it smells really good. Like, it's not a bad smell. And it doesn't have the ingredients at the bottom, so I don't know. I threw out the paper. I don't have it, but I'm pretty sure it has a little bit of alcohol. The smell is not too strong. It has like a little bit of like hairspray type smell, but it's not that bad. Like, it's not bad, trust me. And I have never tried that foundation before, so I don't know if it's gonna make it last longer. I'm just setting my eyebrows, by the way. Now for the lips, what am I gonna do for the lips? Oh, for the lips, I picked up 2 shades from Wet n Wild as well. These are the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit, and I don't know which one to try. I think I wanna go for the pinky one. It goes more with the look. So this is the tone. I picked up the tone Nudist Peach, which is the one I'm gonna use today, and also the Nudie Nudie Patootie. Oh, what a cute name. But I want to try this one for today because I feel like it goes better with this look. This is with a second coat. It's still very light. It's not like super full coverage, but it feels very comfortable on the lips. It's not like super dry matte where it's uncomfortable, at least not as of right now. But it does feel like it already dried down. Let me know if you have any question about any of the products. I will keep you guys updated later in my other videos, and I will let you know whether or not they are blowing my mind away. But for now, I really like pretty much everything that I tried. The only thing that was not like wow amazing was the liquid lipstick, but everything else was really amazing. So with this, we're gonna complete today's look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys next time. Besos.